I watched Forks Over Knives. I watched everything. And there's so much conflicting information that I don't trust nutrition science anymore. Like, there's just so much out there that, you know? So I decided to just eat whatever the hell I want and lose weight that way. Like, seriously, if you think about it, apparently you can do that with OMAD. You can eat whatever you want. Now, since you're only eating once a day, you should technically try to make sure you're getting enough nutrition, but I take a multivitamin. No, but seriously, you know, some days, some meals will be healthier than others or whatever, but I think I found what's really going to work for me. I think the OMAD is amazing because so far, so good. I haven't veered off. The first couple of days were like the hunger during the day is when I really benefit from OMAD. I don't feel hungry at all. Thirsty, I drink a lot of water. I'll post how many calories this is, but when you're on OMAD, your stomach shrinks. For me, I think it would be impossible to overdo it with calories because this is going to be really filling. But I still do keep track. You know, so what, my diet's not super clean. I'm not happy eating that way. I'm not happy being clean. We're here for a good time, not a long time. I'm just kidding. I know it sounds like excuses, but hey, if you can eat what you want and lose weight, I mean, within reason, I'm not going to go eat fast food every day like I have been. I'm going to be eating at home and allow myself a treat once in a while. Like maybe once a week, I don't know. I honestly don't even crave the fast food because I just don't. I think because you're only eating once a day and you're like in starvation mode, you're like fasting mode. So your body's like, give me like give me something like a variety of things, salad, starches, meats, whatever. Not just fries in a burger, greasy burger, you know, like honestly. So please, all I ask is that you just trust me on this. And if I don't lose any weight on my first weigh-in, then I'll reevaluate what I'm doing for sure. Take the time and enjoy the food, you know, maybe don't. Now, saying I'm going to eat what I want and lose weight is kind of controversial, so I don't think people are going to believe it, but you know, there's different ways. And for me, when I eat things I don't like or I deprive myself, I'm more likely going to binge, you know? I did film a McDonald's mukbang, and then I saw the poll about just the amount of people who prefer weight loss material over the mukbangs is just staggering. And so I just want to talk about how I'm feeling about that really for a few minutes. I always go back to mukbangs because I feel like I see all these other people doing mukbangs and a lot of them probably don't have the same issues with food that I do. And you know, if I had never shared that part of my life with you guys, it probably wouldn't be the same. But I kind of feel like a fool when I go back and edit my video, like my McDonald's one, which I decided I'm not going to upload because I feel like a fool with so many people knowing what I'm really going through and sitting there like stuffing my face with McDonald's with mayo all over my face. And I just feel like I've said this before. So it's like, I know it's going to seem like rerun for you guys, but I feel like I need to go through this cycle until it finally fully sinks in for me, I guess. I don't know. But it always comes back to this feeling of guilt and just like, because a part of me knows what I'm doing is wrong. And I think a lot of the defensiveness, I was watching Life by Jen's video about her food addiction, and it really sunk in for me that a lot of the defensiveness comes from people being right about that part. And I try to just like, like a coping mechanism, I guess. And like she said, it's comfortable. Like I'm afraid of dealing with the demons because I just don't feel like, I feel like it might break me. So it's just easier to push it away. Because like sometimes I don't know if I can handle being broken anymore, you know, any more than I already am. So it's just like, it's depressing stuff, I know, but that's, you know, it's just more comfortable, and it's, you live in denial because it's easier, and you feel like you're pushing people out, you know, you don't want them knowing too much about you and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of people do care about me. I don't feel like it's just trolls wanting the weight loss. I don't feel like people who want to see me do well are trolls. So it kind of just really struck a heart chord knowing that so many people want to see me do something more meaningful towards my well-being. And part of me just feels like it's just too late. Like all I've ever known is being obsessed with food and surrounded by foods for probably for like 30 years, honestly, of my life. And I'm 35. So it started really young for me. And I never wanted to know why. I never wanted to care about it. I never wanted to give it attention in my mind, but at the same time not realizing that I'm consumed with it every day, every single day. And I don't want that anymore. It's like mental torture. Like it really is. It's like a prison. So, and I know how like ridiculous it looks to say these things to you guys in videos that I then hide and go back to doing mukbangs because it's just easier. You know, it's easy content, it's easy money, it's easy because I don't have to address anything or be accountable for anything. But at the same time, I feel there's always a part of me that just feels bad doing unhealthy mukbangs. Like, I don't see anything wrong with me like sharing like a healthy dinner when like that I'm on track with as part of my plan. I have to just tackle things. You know, I know that therapy, and I've said this before, therapy, I feel uncomfortable at AA for some reason. I think it's opening up to other people that really makes me feel icky. So I might have to struggle with that. I think therapy, sorry, it's therapy and this weight loss doctor. I'm still waiting to see my new GP so I can ask to be referred for weight loss surgery. I think for me, that's going to be a really good tool to kind of just, as many tools as I can get, you know. I definitely have to clean out my apartment of all triggers. Because for me, with mukbangs, I really, really, really just want to be normal and be like, I can eat this McDonald's and then go about my life. But no, it's not like that for me. I realize now that I can't have a bit of something that is a trigger for me. So it's going to have to be food that's not, you know? So first things first, I need to clean out my place of all trigger food, delete all my apps that are like Uber Eats and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm just letting you know what's going through my mind and what I'm going to be doing. I also try to eat every 2 hours. So like, to avoid feeling hungry. If I'm really not hungry, I'll wait. But by the 2 hours, I could eat again. And that's what I have to do. That's what I have to do to keep my, you know what I'm saying? For now. Somebody with disordered eating, you can't treat them, they can't have the same regimen as somebody normal, you know? So even intermittent fasting is kind of iffy for me because I find that I'm obsessing about the food by late at night. You know what I mean? A lot of people are worried that mukbangs are like dangerous, but I think that it depends, you know, like they can be if you just do like the kind that are really unhealthy with like loads of pizza and stuff. Then they could be a good thing if it's encouraging you to try different recipes and stuff like that, you know, so healthier versions. Most people would prefer to watch the unhealthy ones, but whatever. To me, we all know that doctors don't study very little about nutrition. Like my GP, I asked him about like, diet, and he was very dismissive about it. He was just like, whole foods, you know, whole foods basically. And kind of put myself in the viewer's shoes, and my whole perspective kind of changed on that. Because whether we like it or not, viewers get invested in us on a personal level. And even though, yes, a lot of them will troll us or say mean things, a lot of them actually are invested. And once you share that you have you come on camera, like for me, I've come on camera so many times, crying, expressing how much this food addiction is tearing my life apart, etc. Once you share those things and people know that you have all of these health issues, to then go back to eating copious amounts of junk food or just junk food and on camera after that, it just doesn't work. Like Obese to be said in his video, I completely agree with that. Even if I agree that some people could technically lose weight and still do mukbangs, because yes, you could just count it as your calories. It's not healthy. And it probably is a lot harder. Somebody with food addiction can't do it. But even if you could do it, lose weight and still mukbang, people don't want to see that. People don't want to see somebody with health issues and crying about food addiction and all of their problems and then going, it doesn't mix. So I see that now. I think I was in a relapse when that happened, and I was just in complete denial.
The bear, seal, penguin. Babe, your friends. The penguin and seal together.
Come on, babe. Come on, babe. That is not cute, babe. Hey, babe. You are so cute.